Hello people of the internet, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, a happy Friday to you all. Hopefully your week is wrapping up nicely, or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully having a great day nonetheless. It is Friday, it is swelteringly hot. In fact, it's so hot that I can't bear to sit down in my chair because it's just very hot, so we are standing. But I reckon this will be perfectly fine because we have the continuation of NAYEON's recent drop to check out. Making her solo comeback, her first solo comeback since Pop, I almost want to say 2 years ago, right? I'm pretty sure that was 2022. But he's making solo comeback in the lead up to Water Bomb, and well, the title track ABCD was a very tastefully done kind of evolution of her soloist sound, which takes us to the rest of the EP to check out. We have the listening party, or the album listen through, whatever we want to call it, for NAYEON's latest EP, the NAEP. Once again, a 7-track mini album, which is unbelievable. I love getting a nice hefty EP to check out. And well, based off of what I can remember from her solo album, what is it? It's the I'm or the NAYEON. I forget which one it was, but I'm NAYEON. That album, from what I can remember, we got a pretty wide spread of songs, from like little nice and mellowed and nice and bright, and we also got a handful of features. This time around, I reckon we'll probably get some of the same once again. I mean, we have a handful of features, we'll probably get a nice wide spread of sounds, and I'm hoping we got a couple like big party bangers in here, but I guess time will tell, won't it? So, let's get started, shall we? Here we go! $33 degrees, hell yeah, no wonder my body is suffering. Anyways, so normal album listen rules apply, and we haven't done one for NAYEON, but we've done for various TWICE projects in the past. How these work, we'll go through the album in order. I'll read the song credits. I have them pulled up on the second screen over here for the entire album. We'll read them off song by song when we get to them, listen to the song, I'll ramble about them for a couple of minutes, and then we'll rinse and repeat throughout the entire album. So, we're going to read off the credits from ABCD, the title track, because one, the first song on the album, but two, we covered that on its own some, but we never go through the credits on MV Watches. So, track number 1, ABCD, lyrics by Rick Bridges and JYP, composition P-Dog, Ghost Loop, Aaron Bergerwall, Louise Lindbergh, and Sherelle, with Ghost Loop, P-Dog, Aaron Wime, and Evan on arrangement. Takes us to the first of the B-sides. There we go, I can finally get my words out today. Butterflies, track number 2, lyrics by Rachel West and Barry Cohen, same on composition, Gingerbread on arrangement. Very cool. Alright, here we go.
Hiding under the covers, staying up with a flashlight, got me changing my colors, chicks are rosy and pink eye. No,
so we're not storming out of the gates full power.
The feeling, more than just a crush. Felt a rush in the minute I was stuck. Oh, your love and I can't deny the chemistry, special kind of energy flowing from me to you. I don't know what I'm holding.
Hello, vocal harmonies. Song is growing. Yeah, we are not storming out of the gates full power, are we? I can't really be mad at it though, it's very smooth. Especially the vocals, do you hear all the layers going on? Switch gears one time, okay.
Special kind of treasure. Boy, I think I love you more than a mouse loves. My heart says go. All of a sudden, the world
I like that it's not just like, you know, purely rap, that we've got a little bit of the vocal woven in. different level of vocals going on in this album. Even in ABCD, I feel like we got a little bit of different type of vocals, but Butterflies, different vocals. Now, is this the post-chorus or is this the bridge? Either way, post-chorus. Bridge, okay. Two-stage growth again. Ooh. I wonder if this is going to be a common thing on the album that we get multiple like builds in preparation for the release. Hold it off. Yeah, that's interesting. It's like the music form of crowd control, so to speak, right? They're not going to do everything all at once, so they, you know, bring it in layers. Butterflies, butterflies. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Butterflies, butterflies. Oh, go second time around. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Butterflies, butterflies. And a bona fide outro, too. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. That's sick. It's such a nice way. I mean, admittedly, you know, the song starts with ABCD, but in terms of just like this current album listening experience, starting off with a song like Butterflies is actually really cool because there's this sense of relaxedness that is just so easy on the ears to follow along with. The groove is terrifically simple to listen to. It's just kind of, you know, it's the hand out the window and just kind of groove type of vibe. It's drop top, Pacific Coast Highway, sun shining, you feel the warmth of the sunlight, whoever's in the passenger seat, hand out the window, just Butterflies, exactly that type of vibe, I think. It's really good. My favorite, though, I mean, you heard me talking about it over and over and over again, but the vocal layering in this song is so nice because there's so much of it. And it's not like all vocal layering. You get moments where it's just the singular NAYEON vocal having her moment to shine. But when you want to spice it up a little bit, you just throw in like 3 extra layers on top or like kind of around her voice, and it just feels rich. It feels rich, and I mean that in both ways. It feels expensive, but it also feels like there's a lot of music to sink your teeth into. And the post-chorus hook is very nice too. The ayo, ayo, ayo. Like, that is definitely gonna be an earwormy thing. Like, if this pops up on my Spotify Shuffle when I'm out and about, I'm definitely going to be singing out loud the ayo, ayo, ayo. It's such a simple and easy to remember hook that when it pops up, yeah, my brain's gonna flip to that. Nice. Right, track number 3, the first of the feature songs, titled Heaven, featuring Sam Kim. Lyrics by Johan Franzen, Henrik Goranson, Lily Leilani Meola, Sam Fisher, and Sam Kim himself. Composition Johan Franzen, Henrik Goranson, Lily Leilani Meola, Sam Fisher, and Sam Kim once again. Oh, so that's cool. Even the feature artist got involved with composition as well. Nice. And then arrangement, Johan Franzen, Henrik Goranson. Not familiar with Sam Kim's work, so no, there's Paul Kim, but I reckon unrelated. Let's find out. The feature ones are always very tasty, so slow start though.
Supposed to hold back. It's too easy. I don't want nobody else. You know I always get what I want. Hope you don't forget what you got. The way you need me. You've been working too hard. It ain't
once again, we're not going with a whole lot of energy off the rip. Wow! Lots of stacking again, but it's slow. The vocal part's actually slowly growing because there's a lower octave now.
You got me weak in the knees. Tell me when you're falling asleep that you're only dreaming.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Kind of have NAYEON start almost the acapella to start verse 2.
Feels like I'm falling in space. All of the stars above me are telling me something. You've been working.
Feel the stacking.
Anger for the heart. Need to take this stress off, this stress off. 'Cause baby, it's been
so that's how they're gonna evolve that unison harmony. Essentially, like that drip feeding thing. Really slowly introducing Sam Kim throughout the song because he's providing the lower octave.
Now you got me up so high, I can almost touch the sky. 'Cause all that I'm wanting is just a bit of your love, baby. It's been too long since I had someone feel like heaven.
Can I let him know we rockin', bro? Tuck before we push and pull, take it easy, we play.
Whoa!
Don't wanna keep you waiting. All the rules we break, combo blow for blow. I bluff, they fall, we take it slow. Fickle in that sense, be fading. Troublemaker,
Dude,
make
the
it
emphasized
double, take a
beats.
heartbreaker.
The emphasized syllables and beats.
Too long since I
Get
had
saucy with it,
someone
Mr. Kim.
feel like heaven. It's been
But yeah, the emphasized syllables in that verse was super cool because it breaks free from the meter almost.
I can almost touch the sky. 'Cause all that I'm wanting is just a bit of your love, baby. It's been too long since I had someone feel like heaven.
And that's how they finish the song. You know what surprises me about Heaven as a song is the fact that, hold on, I'm not in center anymore. I'm gonna turn it over a little bit so I can have the freedom to move around a little bit. Heaven surprises me as a song because it's so slow. Like the major beat is so slow to the point where it almost feels like it's pulsing. You know, boom, boom. And yet the song never feels sluggish to me. What's also surprising me is where this song comes on the album, because this is a very tame, slow song. But it's song number 3 on the album. Usually we save songs like this for the latter half of the album, when you start winding down. But we are not even smack dab in the middle of the album yet, and we've gotten a song like this. Which has me curious as to what we're gonna get moving forward, but yeah. It's like, it's capturing that. Those of you from OST Saturdays will know this, the late night effect. The type of music that you imagine would play in the background at, like, you know, on dramas around like 10-11 p.m. Not like the actual time to time, like on the actual screen. But like a scene where you, say the detective is coming home after a long day of work and he's driving home with the street lights flashing by. This is the type of song I would imagine with the scene like that, and it works really well. I think, again, the vocal stacking is terrific. We're getting so much of that, and as a vocal lover myself, I cannot be more thankful. But it's the contrast of having male vocal, female vocal. It's naturally going to create that contrast, right? Humans love contrast. But they don't bring in Sam Kim just for like one block and have him, like, you know, be all end all. Just they slowly work him into the song in very specific places. So, like, if you want to grow that harmony more, get in that lower octave, provide a little bit of extra meat to it from the bottom end, and then slowly increase how much Sam Kim vocal gets involved with the vocal harmony. and then you get him properly, like very clearly on the harmonies, second verse, and then you get his actual verse in the bridge, and then you get him doing kind of his own ad-libs in the final chorus. It's that evolution of things. Again, it's so fun to listen to because the song never gets stale. It's constantly changing. And I think especially for a song that is this slow, is so important to keep the song fresh and new. And the way they introduce Sam Kim does that to a T. Hell yeah. Ah, yes. The next feature song. This is track number 4, Magic, featuring Miss Julie from Kiss of Life, who are doing some very fun things musically. So this one has me very excited indeed. Lyrics by Charlie Taft and Daniel Obi Klein. Composition, Charlie Taft, Daniel Obi Klein on our arrangements. Alright, okay. I like where this is going already.
Feels like magic. Yeah. I'm so cute, so fast, so dangerous.
Alright, we've got some energy back. We've got a little bit of a snappier beat now. Still not terribly fast. I'm amazed by how much English we're getting on this album.
Baby, I'm a whole package. You love it when a girl gets sassy, keep things classy, yeah, that's me though. You want me like a paparazzi, don't harass me, just follow. Simple as 1, 2, 3. And I got you on lock, boy, you already know. Can't take your eyes off me. Any, mini, miny, mo.
Cool, pre-chorus. Got a little call and response action.
Yes, I got that magic, magic. Bet you wanna come touch, but you can't help it. Baby, I'm a savage. Ain't it just like magic, magic? When the put a spell on you and the energy starts to build, you got it. When the
This is a
feeling gets
long chorus, hold on.
it's just like magic.
I was vibing along to recognize.
Once you get it into you, it feels like
No, I'm not gonna complain, the energy's terrific.
abracadabra. Come get a touch of magic. Bam, alakazam. I make you feel like magic. In a minute, no limit when I start this. All day, all night, winning like a boss chick. Cause I run the game with charisma. Under my thumb with my magical mixture. You love it when a girl gets sassy, keep things classy, yeah, that's me though. You want me like a paparazzi, don't harass me.
Sorry, this beat is terrific. It's worked its way straight into my brain.
You already know. Can't take your eyes off me. Any, mini, miny, mo.
The whistle fills in the post-chorus, or in the pre-chorus, also very, for my musical brain, top tier. Oh, and we get that full post-chorus second time around too. Separating vocal lines. Julie, take 2, okay.
I'm going out for the deal of it. I'm gonna shake, shake, shake that. You got to have it. Hey, I got
Switch it up one time.
magic. Yeah, I'm the baddest.
Ooh, saucy vocal run to finish the bridge.
Yes, I got the magic, magic. Bet you wanna come touch, but you can't help it. Baby, I'm a savage. Ain't it just like magic, magic? When the put a spell on you and the energy starts to build, you got it. When the feeling gets stronger, it's just
There's a vocal line that is just absolutely running. I wish it was a little bit more forward in the mix.
once you get it into you, it feels like magic. Abracadabra.
Switch it up again.
Bam, alakazam. Feels like magic.
And that's how we're gonna cut it off. In terms of the groove, I think Magic might be my favorite. That groove is terrific. It goes, and you never want it to end. I'm just, ooh, that's a snapper right there, and it's. The song goes, and that's a nice long song too. Almost 3.5 minutes in this economy. Unbelievable, unbelievable scenes indeed. But once again, we got a feature song, right? NAYEON, Julie, bringing 2 very different skill sets to the mix. Even though 2 female vocalists, they're still very different stylistically, right? Even in the vocal color department, they're very different. And oh, excuse me. Even though vocal color wise they bring a lot of differences, you know, Julie's got more of the, I mean, Julie being a more naturally leaning rapper in terms of vocal positions. She has the vocal color that kind of reflects that. But even throughout the song, you notice that she has like 2 or 3 different types of vocals that she's using for her rap delivery. NAYEON also can go with that kind of lower, smoother approach, can also add some brightness into it. And even though you're getting all these different types of vocals, they just sound locked in together. And it makes listening to the song so much easier. Especially when you have so many of the, like, not opportunities, but so many instances where you get that little call and response action between the two. It never feels like block work, you know? It's like one block does by one person, one block is done by one person. It's always blended in, and kind of similar to how Heaven was. It never feels like the feature artist has been just blocked in. It feels woven in, and it makes listening so much fun and so much easier. Right, we get, so this is what Chanhyuk got involved with. Okay, track number 5, HalliGalli, produced by Chanhyuk of AKMU. AKMU, of course, had a comeback very recently. Chanhyuk himself had a release earlier this year. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was the first K-pop release of this year, 1 Trillion. Terrific song, highly recommend it. He's also know his way around a song, so I'm very curious to see what he's done with this one. Right. Lyrics by Sir Chanhyuk. Composition Chanhyuk and LP with LP on arrangement. Very much looks like a credit line from the most recent AKMU album. Alright, here we go. Okay, this has the potential to go a couple different places. Oh, it's got a pep in its step. Hold on a second. Speaking of grooves, Magic might have just been overthrown. The groove for this is very good. Slow it down for the pre-chorus. Bring in the drums. It's bright and it's poppy without being overwhelmingly bright and poppy, isn't it? Especially in the context of this album. Yeah, the groove for this album has been... Honestly, we are 5 songs in on this album. I feel like the groove element of the songs on this album has just gotten better and better as the album's progressed. That's crazy to me. I'm trying to think. This piano section, the way it comes in, it reminds me of... What is it? Is it Young K or Day 6 that I'm thinking of? But there's a song by one of those two that's got a very similar piano section that's also got a similar kind of bright poppy sound. Get your little vocal moment, NAYEON. That one's just got a lot of energy to it, and weirdly enough, probably the most explicitly bright album, or energy on the album, just based off of the rest of the album so far. It's very much a more subdued but more refined album, I think, all around so far in comparison to NAYEON's debut album, which is perfectly fine. You know, it's showing an evolution in her sound, but I'm glad we got a little bit of a generally brighter song, especially following, it was Heaven, right? Was the really smooth, yeah. So the fact that we got, you know, a pretty slow, almost tranquil song, so to speak, you know, that late night vibe early on, the album has to do something to recover that energy lost, right? It has to regain that momentum, regain that traction, and to go 1-2 with Magic and HalliGalli is actually, I think, a really good 1-2, because you're getting different type of energy, kind of different kick in the energy department, but it's done in a not so like in your face way, which I think is kind of the sonic signature of this album so far. Like, nothing is done like up close and personal and all up in your face. Everything is done almost not indirectly, but it's meant to be done around you. It's not meant to be done at you, so to speak. And HalliGalli, I think, kind of fulfills that mission to a T, because it is peppier. It is a little bit brighter. It does have a little, you know, that bounce and a kick. But it's not like EDM banger up in your face, dance until your limbs fall off kind of deal. It's controlled. I like it a lot. And I like the digital elements of this as well. Because I think we got a lot of more traditional instrumentation up until this point. Or traditional, like, I guess, or standard pop songs. This is very much has a lot of digital, like, post-production work, you know, vocal chops, filtering, yada yada yada. And it shows, like, the different energy you get from it because of it, so. Well done, Chanhyuk. Alright. Track number 6, titled Something. Lyrics by Jindia Fullbloom. Composition, Sam Klempner, Blush, and Sandra Wickstrom, with Sam Klempner on arrangements. Ooh. These producers, I don't know. Well, this will be fun. Oh, I was not expecting this beat section to come in. Hold on. Wow, this beat makes this song go so fast, doesn't it? What is this release gonna be like? Oh, it's quick. Hold on a second. And we're getting kind of rapper NAYEON thrown in on a few of these songs here too. I never realized that there's very specific moments, like the end of that chorus there. NAYEON's delivery reminds me a little bit of Jihyo's on her solo. There's just the way that she's projecting her vocal at the end of that chorus reminds me a lot of Jihyo's delivery on some of her solo stuff. That's cool. Because vocal color-wise, they've got such different color vocals, but the way the mic picks it up, very cool. Never noticed that. Yeah, that I want something else delivery. Just, it's so similar. That's cool. But this song too is so fast, it just keeps going. It's almost like I'm falling behind from it. Hello, whistle tone vocal run. Little stutter step for the final outro. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. The way they just like got rid of the instrumental at the end. We just go, no, we're just gonna turn it off. NAYEON, you go do your own thing and just finish it. That's really cool. Very neat. I think even more neat because I didn't clock the instrumental section was going away. I was just kind of getting too involved with the groove to notice. Again, as the album progresses, the groove on every single song feels so much more powerful, more captivating to the ear. And I don't know, that may be a personal thing, but yeah, the groove on this album just across the board has been so fun to follow because it's so many different types of grooves and yet all of them sound so good. Something though is probably my least expected song I think on the album, in that, you know, the way the song starts, it almost feels ballady to an extent with that acoustic guitar start, and then all of a sudden that really fast beat comes in. I'm thinking like, oh, hold on a second, we are just gonna fly, aren't we? And this song flies. Like, this is a song that's over 3 minutes once again. Just again, how many songs on this album are over 3 minutes? It feels like a lot, but you know, a song that's over 3 minutes, it felt like 2. This song went so fast, but it's a proper full-length song. That's crazy. Not a lot to say on that one. It was just the groove is good and the groove goes. All right, and then is this? Yes, this is the final song on the album. Track number 7, titled "Count It." Lyrics by Soul. I wonder if it's the same Soul that was that featured on Bobby from Icon's song. Was it Cherry Blossom from last year? Not sure. Composition: Sophia K, Aaron Theodore Burden, and Matthew Crawford, with Theo and The Climb on arrangements. Some familiar names in there. How are we gonna finish? So we don't get like an out-and-out ballad to finish, but we get a song that's once again slow. It's like the more dramatic version of Heaven if we're talking about the pacing of the song. Okay, so we are kind of going along the lines of that late night vibe again, except this one is a lot more prominent in the lower end. Like, that bass is loud. We're getting all the vocal stacking again. And even though we are slowing down the album again, yeah, the groove. I know I've said it, what, 6 times in preparation of this, but the groove is immaculate across the board on this album. Really, the song feels almost a little bit like romantically sensual in terms of the sound signature, but it's so pretty vocally. This again is kind of romance drama, like modern romance drama OST vibes a little bit.
모든 게 맞춰진 것 같은 이런 느낌 넌 give it up 너에게로 yeah 이젠 정말 시간이 된 것만 같아 오늘 one, two, three
Nice long sustain.
너의 처음부터 끝까지 조금 더 deeper and deeper
Like, all the layering going on is so pretty.
다시 one, two, three 너에게 가고 있어 아직 맞춰래 조금 더 deeper
Oh my goodness.
알 수 있을까 널 더
There's so much vocal layering going on this final chorus. It might be my favorite part of the song. Also might be one of my favorite things on this album is just the prettiness of that final chorus. Wow. Wow. What a finish. And the thing is, on a pop album, I mention this a lot when we do album listens, but typically the kind of standard formula, so to speak, when it comes to finishing an album is a fan song or a ballad, usually. I'd say 75% of albums that we've come across, I mean, like, that number is actually dropping this year, which is interesting, but typically I'd say 70 to 75% of albums end on a ballad, because that's the natural way to, wind down the album and reset the energy, bring it back home kind of dealio. But with NAYEON's album, having a song like Count It be the finale song, it does everything that a ballad needs to do, but, kind of bringing the energy back down a little bit. Because technically, this album, going from A, B, C, D to Butterflies to Heaven, we've got that downward decline again. And then with Magic and HalliGalli, it's like another reset. That you get that sudden climb, and then you work your way back down with something and Count It. So Count It naturally is like the kind of finale in that decline of energy. But the way they cap it off is what sells this for me. Because they didn't just do a nice, slow, almost romantic like R&B beat. They did a very nice, slow R&B beat, but they made it so pretty. Where's that final? I know we usually don't go back for album listens and stuff, but there's a section in this final chorus that I just want to touch on that is oh so pretty. Like, pay attention to all the harmonies you get here. I'm gonna shut up for a second, but like, how pretty are those background harmony vocals? It makes this song go to places that it would never even be close to reaching if it was just isolated NAYEON vocals on her own. Don't get me wrong, I love NAYEON's vocals, but the background vocals makes this song for me. It takes it from just your regular run-of-the-mill, late night vibe, R&B based slow pop song into something just absolutely glorious. And honestly, I'd say there probably isn't a better way to finish this album than was Count It. Am I a little bit sad that we didn't get an out-and-out ballad on this album? Surprisingly, no. And that's coming from someone who loves and adores the ballad. I think I'll save you the long spiel, so I'll give you the short form of it. But the ballad has a very special place in my heart, and I love ballad music. This album doesn't need it. This album, the perfect alternative to the ballad is songs like Heaven and Count It. And we got 2 of them. So I'm not gonna complain. But overall, really nice long EP, all things considered. When, in a day and age where we're getting 4-song mini albums, the fact that we got a 7 full, proper length, this is 7 full length songs. This isn't like 6 songs and an intro. In fact, every single song minus the title track is over 3 minutes. In this economy is a treat. And all the songs on it, you get such a nice variety, but all of them equally has the absolute most tasteful groove element. And there's so many to choose from. Like, I love the peppiness you get from HalliGalli. I love the really just slow, rich vibe you get from songs like Heaven and Count It. I love something a little bit, like, just a little bit pretty, like Magic or Butterflies. And it's just, there's so many to choose from, but what you're guaranteed on every single one is the fantastic groove. Just the listenability of all these songs is top notch. There's not, like, this might be one of the first times this year that I've come across an album that hasn't had a single song where my brain's gone, wait, hold on a second, musically. Like, sometimes you'll get an album where, you know, artists will get a little bit creative and go a little experimental, or, you know, producers will get a little bit experimental, maybe do like a sound switch, a key change, a little, like, a big stutter step, a false drop, something like that. Even though I think we got like 1 or 2 little stutter steps in the instrumental before like the chorus release and stuff, I never got a single hint of that on the album. That's rare, and that makes the entire album from start to finish one of the most palatable albums, I think, for really anybody, because there's really nothing like lurking in the shadows waiting to scare you. It's a straightforward album that's super easy to listen to, that I feel like could have a lot of applications in plenty of different places, and for that, I cannot complain one bit. I think this is terrific. But that is going to be it from me today. Thank you all for listening along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.